Why do Christians celebrate Halloween? Have you ever stopped to ponder this question? It's a curious thought, isn't it? Every year, as October draws to a close, we find ourselves surrounded by spooky decor and sugary treats. Many Christians, like everyone else, participate in the festivities, donning costumes, carving pumpkins, and indulging in a little frightful fun. But what if I told you there's an alternative? A day of celebration that aligns more closely with Christian history and beliefs? That's right, we're talking about Reformation Day. Now, you might be scratching your head wondering, Reformation Day, what's that? Well, it's a day that commemorates a pivotal moment in Christian history, a day that had a profound impact on our faith. But we'll get to that soon. Stick around as we delve into the origins of both Halloween and Reformation Day in an engaging and enlightening manner. Let's journey back in time to discover the roots of Halloween. Imagine a time when the changing seasons brought not just a chill in the air, but a genuine fear of the unknown. This was the world of our ancient Celtic ancestors, who celebrated Samhain, marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the dark, cold winter. They believed that on this night, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred, and the ghosts of the dead would return to Earth. As the centuries unfolded, Samhain was enveloped into the Christian tradition. The Church, in an attempt to replace the pagan festival, designated November 1st as All Saints' Day, a time to honor saints and martyrs. The night before, known as All Hallows' Eve, was still a time when it was believed that the veil between the living and the dead was lifted. Fast forward a few more centuries and we see All Hallows' Eve evolving into what we now know as Halloween. The chilling ghost stories of the past have been replaced by playful scares, and the fear of the unknown has been transformed into the thrill of trick-or-treating. The ancient rituals have been exchanged for costume parties, pumpkin carving, and the indulgence in sweet treats. Yet, beneath the fun and frolic, the essence of Halloween still carries the echo of its origins. While we may no longer believe in the return of spirits, we still dress up as otherworldly creatures. The carved pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns that adorn our porches are a nod to the ancient practice of making lanterns from turnips to ward off evil spirits. Halloween, therefore, is a fascinating blend of ancient pagan practices, Christian traditions, and modern-day love for all things spooky. It's a celebration that has evolved and adapted over the centuries, reflecting our changing beliefs and cultures. So we see that Halloween has a rich history intertwined with both pagan and Christian traditions. Now let's shift our focus to October 31st, 1517, a significant day in Christian history. Imagine, if you will, the tranquil town of Wittenberg, Germany. A simple monk named Martin Luther walks towards the castle church carrying a hammer, a few nails, and a list of 95 statements or theses, challenging the then prevalent practices of the church. Little did he know, his actions on this day would ignite the flame of the Protestant Reformation, a movement that would forever change the course of Christianity. Reformation Day, as it's now known, commemorates this pivotal moment. It's a day to remember the brave stand Luther took for the truth of the gospel, a stand that led to the recovery of several essential doctrines that had been obscured or distorted over the centuries. Among these doctrines was the principle of sola scriptura, or scripture alone, which asserted that the Bible is the ultimate authority in matters of faith and practice. This principle directly challenged the Church's tradition of placing equal weight on church teachings and the Bible. Luther's stand led to a reformation of the Church's doctrines, bringing them back in line with the original teachings of the Bible. Another key doctrine was that of sola fide, or faith alone. Luther, through his studies, came to understand that salvation is not earned through good deeds, but is a gift of God's grace, received through faith in Jesus Christ. This was a revolutionary idea, one that set the stage for the Protestant Reformation and the many denominations that came from it. So why is Reformation Day so significant? Because it marks the day when a humble monk dared to challenge the status quo, sparking a movement that led to a rediscovery of the central truths of the Christian faith. It's a day to reflect on our Christian heritage and to remember that the beliefs we hold today were hard-won by those who came before us. The echoes of Reformation Day still ring true in the hearts of many Christians today. Now that we understand the origins of both Halloween and Reformation Day, we're faced with a question. When October 31st rolls around, which tradition should you follow? Should you carve out pumpkins and dress up in costumes to celebrate Halloween? Or should you reflect on the monumental shift in Christian thought brought about by the Reformation? Now, there's no denying the fun that comes with Halloween. The costumes, the candy, the spooky stories, they all make for a thrilling experience. But let's delve a bit deeper. Halloween, with its roots in ancient Celtic traditions, has largely become a secular celebration, often detached from its original meanings. On the other hand, Reformation Day commemorates a pivotal moment in Christian history. It marks the day Martin Luther nailed his 95 Theses to the door of the Wittenberg Castle Church, challenging the Roman Catholic Church's practices. This act sparked the Protestant Reformation, a movement that emphasized the importance of Scripture, faith, grace, and Christ, the four pillars of Protestant belief. So why might a Christian choose to celebrate Reformation Day over Halloween? There are several reasons. First and foremost, Reformation Day is a celebration of Christian heritage. It's a day to remember the courage of those who fought for religious freedom and biblical truth. It's a day to reflect on the doctrines that have shaped Christian beliefs for over 5 centuries. Secondly, celebrating Reformation Day can be an educational experience. It provides an opportunity to delve into the rich history of Christianity and understand the roots of various Christian denominations. Lastly, Reformation Day is a chance to reaffirm your beliefs. It's a day to reflect on the importance of Scripture, faith, grace, and Christ in your life. In the end, the choice is yours. Will you stick with tradition, or will you embrace the rich history and significance of Reformation Day? Let's recap what we've learned today. We've journeyed through the origins of Halloween, a holiday steeped in ancient traditions and superstitions, often associated with spooky themes. We've also shed light on Reformation Day, a significant moment in Christian history that sparked a transformation in the Church, leading to the recovery of essential doctrines. We've compared these two events and shared 5 compelling reasons why Christians might consider celebrating Reformation Day instead of Halloween. These reasons include the opportunity to reflect on the importance of faith, the chance to educate others about the Reformation, and the ability to honor the transformative figures of Christian history. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours. Remember, whatever you choose to celebrate, make sure it's a day filled with joy, reflection, and gratitude towards God and redemption through Jesus Christ. Thanks for joining us on this historical journey. Until next time.